Hi there, my name is Senior Pastor Jeremy Seitz. I'm with the Never Give Up Foundation Incorporation. Welcome to this Sunday sermon for 5th through 8th. Today I'd like to talk to you about the 10 Commandments, and these are very, very important commandments that God gave us. Basically they were rules. They were the commandments that He wanted us to follow. And these are very, 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 very important commandments. You want to keep them close to your heart. Read them every day and follow every one of them. Try to. I know nobody's perfect because there's commandments on here that maybe one of you guys have done already, or probably, has done. I'm going to read them off to you, the 10 Commandments. And here's what He said. And God spoke all these words, saying, I am thy God. The very first commandment was, thou shalt have no other gods before me. He was letting you know not to have no other gods before Him, not to worship nobody else but Him. He was the only one to worship. That was very, very important to God. You got to really keep that in mind. And He's very serious about that commandment. Commandment number 2. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven images. Excuse me. Commandment number 3. Thou shalt not take the name of the Lord thy God in vain. And I know there's some times out there where you'll hear your parents or somebody out there, your friends. I'm not saying parents do that or anything, but somebody will say God and use His name in vain. And if that bothers you and you know that it's wrong, you just let them know, hey, you can't do that. That's not cool. You can't use God's name in vain at all. And just try to keep that that commandment close to you. And like I said, if you do it, just pray to Jesus Christ and God and say, hey, please forgive me. I repent, and and tell Him and ask for your forgiveness. We're on number 4. Remember thy Sabbath day to keep it holy. So remember, that'd be like your Sabbath day, Sunday, where there's no work. Everybody, worships God, worship Him and stuff. But there's a lot of, unfortunately, in today's times, both parents got to work on a Sunday, or maybe one of them does. And it's just, unfortunately, it's just the way the economy is, where both parents have to work. And not all the time you're going to be able to do that. But, if you can, try. I'm not saying, you have to, or I'm not saying that. That's just one of God's commandments. And if you can't do it, just pray up there and say, hey, I'm sorry about this, but, this is a reason why. And He'll understand. He understands about today's economy, because today's economy is so terrible. It is. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4. Number 5. Honor thy father and honor thy mother. That is very important. Remember to honor your mother and thy father. And keep in mind, I know there's people out there that has single parents, or something has happened to them, where dad or mom has done something, or something, they've done something wrong, or vice versa. But no matter what your mother has done or your father has done, you have to honor them. I know if they have done anything, you won't forget, but you got to forgive. I know it's hard to forget. And if it comes down to it, just pray to Jesus and God and say, hey, I need some help here. I'm going to put these problems in your hands. Put all your problems in God's hands and fast. And trust me, when you fast, God sees that. Give up something you enjoy to do. I know at these ages you like video games and sitting down, watching your shows. To be honest with you, why don't you give this a try? When I was younger, we didn't have all the technical stuff. Go out and play some kickball. You guys are going to be like, what? What's kickball? Or dodgeball? Or football? Go out there. Excuse me. Once again, I'm telling you, I'm a little bit under the weather. I think everybody around here is getting sick because of the weather. I'm going to take a drink of my coffee. But try to go outside and keep yourself active. Now a lot of your teenagers and a lot of your younger kids are actually getting overweight because they're not being active. They're just sitting around and doing the video game. With technology, I'm sorry, technology is making us lazy. Trust me, I'm just, I'm learning about this thing called Alexis. I mean, that makes you lazy. I still like to write everything down and record everything down, and I put it in a book and keep it organized. But yeah, our technology is really, really, really making us lazy. I'm sorry to say that, but it is. This is a very important one. Thou shalt not kill. Never take somebody's life. Never. Don't take any life. That is a very, very important commandment. I know nowadays you got these school shootings, and there's got to be a reason why these school shootings are happening. We as parents and the legal system have to look more into this. We got to do something about it. I mean, we got to find out what are making these kids snap in doing this. I know a lot of times it's from bullying. That kid can only take so much before he snaps. If you're out there, and if you're any kid that's thinking about doing that at all, please pray to God and Jesus and fast and ask Him to help you. He will give you the answers. Trust me, I'm telling you, He will give you the answers. Don't go down that road. And if you need to talk to me, you call me. 440-984-9504 or call our line at 440-654-2325. Call me. And if I do not pick up, please call 911. Do not do that. Remember, one of your commandments, thou shalt not kill. Okay? The next commandment. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're on our 7th one. Thou shalt not commit adulteries. That is for your married couples. And, it's not regarding the kids. I know you guys are not married and all that, but that commandment's very important to your mom and dad. And they know what that's about. The next one is, thou shalt not steal. Don't go in the store and steal stuff or take things from people. I know people has done that, but if you do it, please ask for forgiveness and ask God for guidance. I'm telling you, these commandments, these commandments are very, 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 very strict from God. Thou shalt not bear false witness against thy neighbor, and thou shalt not covet. Sorry. Excuse me. And that's pretty much all of our commandments that we went over. Make sure I went over them all. Yeah, we went over them all. So that, keep in mind on your 10 commandments. Ask your mom and dad if you have any questions, or feel free to have your mom call me with you on the phone and ask me any questions that you would like. If you guys want to email me and tell me a topic to preach about, feel free to email me and tell me the topic and a little bit about the situation. Or if you need a blessing, go to my page. Like I say, this one's for the adults. And if you can, please try to donate something to the foundation. That keeps our website going and our phones going. It keeps our costs, down. It keeps less cost on me. I really appreciate it if you can donate. If you can not donate, God knows why. He's not going to punish you. And to be honest with you, tithing ain't all about money anyways. But if you have the extra money, I would really appreciate it. Like I said, just tithing your time and helping people out is a very important thing. So, but to all your kids out there, I just wanted to go over these commandments with you. And if you guys have any problems or concerns, please go to your parents. And if they go to you for concerns, try to help them. And if you can't, call me. I'll try to direct you in the right path, and hopefully everything's going to be all right. Keep your kids at the dinner table instead of playing the video games and eating. Bring them to the dinner table, because you'll get a lot of information at that dinner table. Okay, you guys take care, and God bless out there. And you know what I'm going to say at the end of every video. What would Jesus do? If you think like that, you won't go wrong. God bless.